is Wayne Goodsell. I was searching around to see if anything has come up in regards to Judge Oberg or the church, and I've not yet found anything. All is still quiet. There's a site that will, if you pay them and sign up with an account, you can track all of Oberg's cases. So far, it's 0. She has not made a decision yet, and so, there was one that listed detention Judge Oberg, and I don't know what that meant. Obviously, according to the other site, she hadn't given any kind of order for detention, so I don't know what that meant. But I did find 2 cases that she was involved in when she was a federal public defender. The first one was with Jolie Tibbetts. She was sent to prison for fraudulently selling a rental home out in, I guess, a timeshare or some kind of situation like that, out in Hawaii. And she wasn't allowed to do anything like that. So that, I think, was some type of timeshare scam that she was pulling off on people. And she was sentenced to prison time and then $1 million restitution to those who were fraudulently scammed by her. I may know her. It was in 2010 when she finally was sentenced, and she had been living in Harriman, but I may know her from the older singles ward. The other one was a man who was also convicted, so she's got a great track record of success as a federal public defender. And why did the judges put her as the judge over my case? As I've put her into silence as she was trying to silence me. I mean, June 16th, I think it was, when she gave me to refile, as I slammed her that first weekend when I found out about it anyway. And so the second one was a guy who was accused of a hate crime in a property scam, not property scam, a housing, let's see what it was, housing rights in a hate crime. He violated a black family's housing rights. And Judge Oberg, of course, was assigned to him as a federal public defender. And I'm going to read from the Salt Lake Tribune about the case as they reported it concerning Daphne Oberg. A federal public defender acknowledged in her closing argument that her client has offensive viewpoints and makes racist statements, but she said he is not guilty of the hate crime. He's racist, but he's not a hater. Oh dear God. And so yeah, she was pulling that kind of stunt in what she had denied as I'm reading over it. But yeah, I was easily able to put her in her place. And so why is she a judge again? Why is she assigned to my case first? Because the church may say racist things, but they're not a hate crime. That's only one of them, one of the counts, or one of the collection of counts, and that's near the end. That's one of the least of the church's problems. So, property scams is part of it, but she's lost both of these cases. So, are they sure they want her? I mean, Benson was putting her in her place, and Benson is one of the chief judges now, and so oh man, yeah, they clearly are messing things up, specifically purposely putting her in the hopes that she would dismiss my case, because they know they've got her on anything if she goes contrary to them. They can just simply pull out any collection of things. See, with Judge First, they had to go back a number of years to say, you know what, that one case way back when, you let that guy go to drug court for a drug offense. And then he chose not to partake in the drug court, and then went and killed a cop. And so she was blamed for it. That's how they fired her. And so, yeah, they've got a ton on Daphne. So, oh my God. I mean, her whole life is on the line if she doesn't side with the church. And I slammed them. And it's on the public record. May I remind you, it's in the public domain. Anybody can have access to it now. Of course, you have to pay for it, unless you listen to my readings of it here on YouTube, in my Reading the Lawsuit playlist. But, oh my God, it continues though. Porter would have reacted the same way in a dispute with a stranger, no matter what race or color the other man was, she said. No! He used racist statements. It wouldn't matter, because the other person would also accuse him of being a racist and having a hate crime. Mr. Porter's overreaction was an inappropriate response of an angry old man. Oh, yeah, an inappropriate. Blame the victim. Yeah. Federal Defense Counsel. Federal Public Defender. An inappropriate response. Okay. I'm sorry, have you not been associated with bullies? You do not let bullies get away with bullying. You put them in their place instantly, otherwise they will escalate. She also said the case was based on intent, and stressed that for Porter to be guilty of the interference charge, jurors must find that his actions were motivated by Waldvogel's race and his occupancy of an apartment at the complex. The important thing to remember is being racist isn't enough. Yes, it is. The jury found him guilty. He's doing time. So, this is who I've got as a judge who has replaced Judge First, as Benson was most likely involved in the hiring of her and placing of her over this case, as Clark Waddups and Benson are fellow Mormon buds. But oh my God. Oh my God. So it's confirmed that they are trying to shut this case down any way they can, and that means I slam them hard with those two filings on the 5th and the 7th, and then the follow-up one scene as they drive by. And so, oh my God, this is what I have to deal with. Like I said in an earlier video, this is supposed to be an open and shut case. She has no choice. The law tells her exactly what to do with what the defense did. It's not complicated. I pointed out the laws of what she must do. It's not complicated. So for her to delay means that she's now debating whether she wants to be assassinated or judge in my favor. But I gave her the clue as to how to protect herself. You take everybody down with an order for arrest for a criminal prosecution. It's all she needs to do to protect herself. So she can do it and still follow the law and save her life. I mean, I'm risking my life. I'm getting death threats, of which she's been notified of. Racism is not hate. Oh my God. She sucks as a federal defense prosecutor, I guess. And now they made her a judge over my case to protect the church. This is the kind of incompetence that has been running the defense side the whole time. I mean, the lawyers themselves, oh my God. But you can hear all about it in my readings.